Yo, what's good, internet? It's your boy Astra. I just came back on here just to talk about some of my feelings and thoughts to express on certain things. For the topic today, I wanted to talk about the gamble we take in everyday life and understanding that even the choices we make that seem drastic, there are more drastic choices and there are more far tamer choices in life that we can take that can make your life more exciting or more dual depending on what you choose. And this is always an everyday and damn near every moment thing that happens if you're really aware and keen to your situations. You understand that this is always a thing that's happening. You just have to choose to jump in or not. Like, for example, we go through the pipeline of fucking school and like job and shit. So, and most people go through it, and then you always have the fucking outliers that have the different lives that always everyone always wonders how the fuck do y'all get that shit, and that's the gamble they took. Like for some people, they took crazy routes. They took crazy routes to get there. Like you got drug dealers and shit. Like you got the rappers that rap about the life that crazy life they had to do just to get to where they're at, and it's super crazy. And like it's kind of hard to believe, but you know that shit goes on too in the background. So that's like shit like that. It's always the extremities. So it's always like those gambles. The bigger the risk taker in life, the better the reward. And people know that. They know this. They see it everywhere they go. The bigger the risk you take, the better the reward. Always being the first person in something and making it good will give you the biggest reward in life. That's the thing I see. And so that's always a gamble you can take. You can always take a gamble of being like a better person. I wouldn't say better size risky, more riskier person because that doesn't correlate. But you can also try to aim to be a better person while trying to be like more risky but more calculated risk, not just being completely reckless with your risk because you can fuck yourself over completely doing that shit, and that's obviously not the smart thing to do. So, and I got a couple points for this, and I was gonna say my first one is understanding like you got to realize that you are nothing, like you're a completely speck of dust, absolutely nothing in life, and that's okay because you shouldn't be feeling like this shit in every fucking moment because no one's perfect. If you felt like the camera was on you 24/7, even in your fucking lowest moments, you would probably just not want to do that shit. It's not comfortable. No one wants to do that unless you're getting paid to, and unless it's that. I guess I don't know. That's on you, but still, you are literally nothing in life. You came here on the fucking on a whim, on a literal fucking whim, because someone decided to fucking nut in someone's mom. That's how it went. You already thought that they decided to take care of. You could have fucking died on the way here. That's always a fucking possibility. And it's like once you realize that deflates your ego because there's no need for ego anymore. Society has like progressed past the point to where ego can like be bred to like this like toxic like reptilian brain sort of like society, like sub society. I don't know the term I want to make right now, but it's like this breeding this sort of negative, no, it's positive feedback loop because it's vice versa. It's a positive feedback loop of toxicity trying to just like create a stagnant place in life where you don't have to like do that shit. And I think I'm fucking forgetting my part. Understanding you're nothing. Yeah. Fuck. Like where it'll breed that toxicity, where it'll just make that positive feedback loop. But back to the original point, it's like once you understand that you're nothing, it's like none of this shit really matters because you're here just to do you. And then the more you think about that, life feels more like a test because even people that went through the Americanized like standard like schooling, you understand that you go through like life and just randomly went into school, and then all of a sudden you getting tested all of a sudden. Like even people that didn't go to school, they still got tested. Like homeschooling, obviously, and people in life they get tested in other ways. It's always a physical manifestation of a test in life. So even after school, you still get tested, and it's a constant thing, just like a moment to moment basis. If you're well aware, sort of shit like that. And so once you realize that you're nothing, you go through all this and realize that this feels more like a test, and that this is all on you, and everything is less about the world because you could try to save everybody, but you're not Captain Save-Ho. That's not what you are, bro. Don't even try. Like it's not really worth it. I promise you, it's not. And on the second point, And so if you want change, you have to embody it. You have to be the change itself. That means less contemplating and more doing. Less talking and more action. You know what I mean? Putting more like elbow grease and shit. You know, got to put more work and shit. You just can't be talking and not doing shit. That's just not how life works. Cause you'll get checked real fast, and that shit pretty funny. Honestly, it is. And but most people don't want that shit to happen to them because they'll get embarrassed. But you have to change. It's it's natural and obviously slower and faster in other people's cases. But at some point in time, you will change, even if it is like even if it feels disgusting to you, it will happen. So you just have to get used to it. And then once you get into the like the groove, the rhythm of it and like the groove, bro, you be like fucking smooth sailing. Smooth sailing is like the easiest shit ever. I promise you. Like change is easy, bro. Just get over it. And then after that, you'll be a-okay. I promise you. And then on the next point is like understanding that the momentum is crucial and starting like a changing process and like understand like also with the gamble as well. Like once you've done the gamble so much and you understand the risk and you played around the risk so much that the risk doesn't even feel like a risk and it feels more like an entertaining factor to you, that's when the game sort of changes everything. Like people become less aware that the risk is a danger because they've done it so many times. It's less of a danger and more thrill factor at the point. You see, it sort of changes your mindset, and that's what happens to you. And once you build up the momentum, it changes your mindset of everything. Like you can start off small with just doing like in home like workouts and shit. That's what I do. Now I do this shit damn near every day. Sometimes I'll be off and on. I'm supposed to do it every day, but I'll be off and on because I'll be inconsistent with shit. Obviously, you can see it over my YouTube. So, but I'm trying to get better at that shit. Obviously, when I change, I've been trying to change as a better person and shit. Just staying on everything and being consistent. Like even with like my music and shit. I know it's difficult, but like at the same time, I still try because I don't think I can give up at this point. I've been going at this shit for like what 6 years. Nah, I don't think I can give up. I'd be kind of sad and not know what the fuck to do. So I think I'm gonna just keep going with that type shit. And then my last point is the breakthrough or breakdown. So when you take the gamble, um, it's kind of like a level up system, and no, kind of a level up system, but more of a progression of like in the RPG where you're fighting like the small grunts and you're building yourself up to the boss. And then when you get to the boss, you have to either be super prepared or you're gonna be underprepared, or just at the fucking level they wanted you to be, depending on the game. You know what I mean? But once you get to the boss, you see like, damn, I'm either finna beat this nigga real easy or I'm finna get my shit smashed like fast. That's it, bro. Like there's only those two in between the extremities, obviously, but you know what I mean. Like once you understand those two breakthroughs and breakdowns, you can see those through your life, and you understand like why was I being so emotional around this time, like during this year, like when I was being so good at everything, and then like all of a sudden like after a couple of weeks, all of my like my production just like slowed down or stopped, or like everything was just going on a downtrend. Like that's what happens, but that breakthrough and breakdown moment will teach you a lesson in life. Like it might be annoying, but you constantly have to keep going. Like you really do constantly have to keep going. You can't stop. Like you really can't. Like human beings were made to like if you think about it on the fucking animalistic level, human beings weren't like really made to be stagnant. We were kind of be like the hunter. I mean, no, that sounds like cap. I mean, we were like barbaric at first, and then we developed the hunter gatherer. But still, you know what I mean. We were just designed to move at all times. You can't like be stuck in one place because doing that doesn't feel right to me. I feel like I'm a nomadic person. I feel like I would just travel around the world if I had the fucking opportunity, which I'm trying to build up to. But I would definitely travel around the world all the time because I don't think I really have a set location. Not that I've learned of recently. I just know my family's location. That's practically it. But I would definitely travel around all the time if I could. That'd probably be like my top three things. Y'all always catch me someplace different until I probably like go off planet, not to Mars, but I mean like off planet, off solar system type shit. That's some different shit. That's like some different shit. But that was just a quick little video, I guess. I don't know. I just threw something together. Honestly, just talking and rambling along. Just wanted to throw something out there because I just want to talk. And I know I sound like really fucking either depressed or tired. I don't know. People tell me that. This is like literally my regular voice at this point. If I raise it any higher, it feels like I'm being loud as shit. And that's, I can't tell if that's a bad thing or not. But I don't know. But yeah, that's just all it is. But yeah, I hope y'all enjoyed and y'all have a nice day.